human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Enough, I get the point.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch once again. Now I made a video a couple of days ago. It was on patch 1.0.2 where EHG talked about bug fixing and what they're doing and what they're planning, and also what they're not doing. And that video had so much engagement. It's still getting engagement because there's some people that are like, no big deal, and there's other people that are absolutely furious. When we went over to the Last Epoch Discord, there were so many people being blatantly disrespectful. They were so angry about the decision to not change Profane Veil, or basically these skills and bugs and interaction that are pushing builds to 1,000 or 2,000 corruption because of Ward. So now we've got a response from EHG, and it is in the survey. We're doing a survey, mid-cycle balance survey. So somebody pointed this out. As always, I am live on my subathon, so I thought we could read this together and take the survey together. So at least you could see my thought process, which means a lot of people won't agree with it, so people are going to be mad at me. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Greetings, travelers. As we continue our mission of collaboration with the community, we wanted to reach out and get as much feedback as we can on the topic of mid-cycle balance. In years past, we have reached out to the community via survey, and we found the feedback very valuable. Today, we were hoping to do the same once again. Now, what they are talking about in the past is that back in the day, they talked about, or the Kickstarter talked about, a full player-driven economy. And then they released their kind of trade post saying that they have moved away from player-driven economy. And basically the chat, just like the other day, everyone were like insanely mad. Like, how can you have a modern isometric action RPG without trade? And your Kickstarters, you promise trade. So anyways, that whole ordeal, they surveyed the player base, and that is actually how we got factions. Pretty interesting story. Previously, our decision on the topic of mid-cycle balance has been to avoid adjustments to skills and items that are overperforming but not bugs, and to avoid fixing bugs that result in those skills becoming significantly weaker. The exceptions are the bugs that cause server stability issues. To be clear, this is a small survey, only focuses on the bug fixes or balance changes that apply to overperforming skills or items. We will continue to fix bugs that result in skills and or items receiving a buff. Things like server stability, item factions, and other similar issues are not part of this survey. We know that the conversation can be more nuanced than we typically agree, disagree, or no opinion poll, but we also want to get the sentiment of the community at large. Please take a few minutes and answer the survey. So here's where we're at, okay? And this is basically, we could have just read this. This is exactly what we just read. So here are the questions. 1 is you strongly disagree. 5 is you strongly agree. All right, and these are the questions. During a cycle, would you like us to fix bugs that cause skills or items to highly overperform? This is my take. This does not need to be your take. This is my take. If it is a bug, so it's not intentional, I strongly agree that should be taken care of. We're talking about bugs. Okay? During a cycle, would you like us to fix bugs that cause skills or items to mildly overperform? Yes, I strongly agree that if it is a bug, it should be taken care of. All right? People are going to be like, what? I've spent months on my builds and now it's broken. I know. It's just my opinion. During a cycle, you would like us to nerf skills or items that are highly overperforming, even if it's not caused by a bug. Now, this is different, okay? I strongly disagree with this one. I strongly disagree with this one because now we are talking about the community has found, this is what makes the game fun. Breaking the game. You have found an interaction that EHG didn't foresee, which caused whatever. Or EHG has introduced a new item or a new skill, and it's overtuned. All right? And then, you know, what they'll do is they'll bring it back in. If it is not a bug, I think it should be left alone. During a cycle, would you like us to nerf skills or items that are mildly overperforming, even if it's not caused by a bug? No. No. Aaron, what if we find an interaction that gives us 100,000 ward and it's not a bug? I don't know. I know it's crazy. Should have been found prior. I don't know what to tell you. During a cycle, a full reset to leaderboards should be done when builds or items are nerfed that are highly overperforming as a result of the bug or balance changes. Leaderboards should not be changed. Okay? Leaderboards should not be changed. There's always going to be those off cases that people don't know that they're using a bugged build. They're just following a build planner. They're putting their heart and soul into the game to try and get on the leaderboard. Pulling people and names off leaderboards, bad idea. I don't like it. The cycles are only 3 to 4 months. You can just move on to the next cycle. I think that's a horrible idea. During a cycle, a partial reset. Only affected entries to leaderboard should be done when builds or items are nerfed that are highly overperforming as a result of the bug or balance change. Strongly disagree. Leave the leaderboards alone. During a cycle, I want to be notified via public forum post in advance when a bug or fix or balance change will end up nerfing a highly overperforming build. Strongly agree. I feel like more communication is always better in literally every situation. Even when the communication is, the servers are broken, we don't know how to fix them, we're working hard to fix them, we're sorry. I don't... Just tell us the truth. If you're saying, hey, we're going to kill Ward. If it's your favorite interaction, I'm sorry, we're taking it out of the game. Tell people. More communication, the better. So I'm going to link this survey in the description, okay? I think everybody should take it and give their opinion. Make your voice heard. I appreciate EHG. I've said for a very long time that kind of what separates them from other studios is stuff like this. This isn't just a piece of information to like, all right, everyone's mad. Send out the communication to kind of calm them down, pretend like we care. No, they actually really, really care. And they will use this information to make their decisions. So I like this. It's a good approach. It sets them apart from other studios. And I'm happy that I am able to make my voice heard. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron. Out.